Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another Denver Broncos training camp practice, and again, we're going to have a little bit more news and notes and observations. The highlights aren't going to be too much because they are not allowed to show 11-on-11s and 7-on-7s, but that is okay because the news is what really matters. We're going to break down everything you guys need to know. Before we dive into the video, I do want you guys to go follow all of these Broncos media members on Twitter or X. Zach Stevens is one of them who does such a good job every single day kind of reporting on this team, and we kind of go off him. Whatever he says, we got to kind of listen to because he's there, he's filming practice, he's looking at practice, observing it. So we're going to go off what he is saying a lot in this video. So make sure you follow them. Now, with that being said, let's kind of break down another day here in Denver for Denver Broncos training camp practice. And I'm telling you right now, there's a rookie breaking out. So far during camp, Bo Nix has looked really good connecting and building connections with not only second-year wide receiver Troy Franklin, but also continuing to build with Courtland Sutton and also guys like Marvin Mims. But behind those guys, Devon Vele also is another one who actually is almost even a lock to be the wide receiver 2 on this team. I know a lot of you guys think differently, but either way, a lot of these wide receivers are going to play, and they're going to play a lot, okay? One guy that has been breaking out, at least so far today in the past couple of weeks during these camp practices, is rookie wide receiver Pat Bryant. During today's practice, there was kind of like a back and forth battle between not only Riley Moss, but also Pat Bryant. Zach Stevens tweeted out saying Riley Moss with a nice PBU in the end zone on Pat Bryant. A good play by Moss, but also a good play by Pat Bryant as well. Bo scrambled, and Pat did a good job creating a second route. A lot of times in the NFL, the really good wide receivers, especially when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, right? Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill when he played there, even what he's doing now, those guys are really good second route runners. Now, essentially what that means is whenever your quarterback gets outside the pocket, you got to keep going. You got to go find space, especially if it's a zone defense, find space within that zone and kind of sit where your quarterback can get you the football. So if they're on a bootleg to the right, you don't want to run to the opposite side of the field, right? You want to run towards him, but find a soft spot of that zone, right? So Pat Bryant in this practice did a good job finding that second route, giving himself an opportunity to make a play. Just too hard to haul it in, and it's on the sideline, and Moss was right there with him the entirety of the time. But Pat Bryant already has the qualities of some of the really special wide receivers in the NFL in terms of being able to turn nothing into something at times as well. So you also see quarterbacks seem to gravitate towards Pat Bryant. That's coming right from Zach Stevens. Doesn't matter who he is playing with, whether it's Bo Nix or it's Jarrett Stidham or it's anybody. Players seem to want to target him, right? Trust him. And trust is a big thing here in the NFL when it comes to quarterback wide receiver connection. If you don't have trust in that wide receiver to be where he's supposed to be or get open, not going to be a lot of chemistry there. But for Pat Bryant, he's building it with every quarterback. We also got some really bad news at practice as well. According to Luka Evans, Zach Stevens, and a bunch of other reporters, linebacker Drew Sanders was carted off at training camp. Now, this isn't the end of the world. I don't know what the injury is. We saw a couple of days ago Justin Fields get carted off the field, and he had a dislocated toe. So he ended up being fine. He's already back at practice. Drew Sanders, yes, this is not a good sign, but we have no idea what it could be. Cramping, it could be anything. Could be an injury. I don't know what happened. Luke Evans also tweeted out saying we didn't see an injury. We'll have updates later. So we'll see what happens. But Drew Sanders is another guy who has shown immense talent and intangibles getting to the quarterback from the A-gap. Got great downhill speed. Hopefully he is okay. But the good news is, even if he does miss some time, they are really confident in the second level of their defense with these linebackers that they'll be fine if he does miss some time. Now, before we get any further into the video, we have a little bit more highlights from practice today. Do me a big time favor, hit the like button if you want more of these breakdowns from the Denver Broncos throughout the rest of training camp. We're also going to be covering the Broncos throughout preseason, which essentially is going to mean we're going to cover all 22 coaches' film for almost every single play. Whatever you guys want to see, we got you guys covered, but also regular season as well. Whatever it may be, we got you guys covered. Join the family, turn on post notifications. That way you're notified every time we post a Denver Bronco video. And like I said before, make sure you follow all of these social media members, because without them, these videos are not possible to make, and they do such a great job every single practice posting highlights and telling us what's going on. But let's dive back in. Luka Evans, again, you guys can see his name here, also gave us a little bit of insight and a little bit of footage here on the running back room. RJ Harvey, J.K. Dobbins, Jaleel McLaughlin, Audric Estime. This running back room is actually pretty damn good. I think personally you're going to get a lot of that New Orleans Saints back when Sean Payton was there, and I know I do this a lot. I compare him to that Saints team, but Sean Payton does it as well. Even compare Pat Bryant to a Michael Thomas. But when you look at it, J.K. Dobbins is a downhill runner, okay? You want to give this guy the ball in between the tackles and watch him lower the shoulder and welcome contact. RJ Harvey can get outside those tackles and he can make plays happen in space, but I also love his ability to catch the football and just be a kind of a safety net for your quarterback at times. Not that Bo Nix is going to need a safety net because he's already a great quarterback, but when you have that dump down option at times that can create, again, nothing or something out of nothing, it's really, really good to have. So let me know what you guys think about the running back room. I think it's probably one of the deepest in the NFL. They love Jaleel McLaughlin, and they still think Audric Estime can improve as a player overall. I think all these guys are going to play a decent amount going into the year. Okay, so a little bit longer, we do get an update here. It looks like an apparent lower leg injury for Drew Sanders. Okay, now things get a little bit more serious. Now we know it's at least a leg injury. But again, this is what they said about Justin Fields when it was a toe injury. So see what happens. Don't panic just yet until the news breaks. A couple more tweets I want to talk about with Zach Stevens. Again, I wish I had more film, just don't have it. He said Chris Abrams' drain dropped the easiest interception of his life when Devon Vele and Bo Nix weren't on the same page on a curl route. I'm guessing what had happened was maybe Devon Vele opened up or cut in when it was maybe supposed to be out. And that can change everything. That can literally change everything. He says miscommunication between Bo Nix and Devon Vele led to a pass hitting Chris Abrams' drain in the chest, but he could not hold on to it. Comments saying Vele just leave the team. I think Vele is going to be fine, but definitely got to be on the same page for sure. What else we got here? Kyrese Rowan with the play of the day so far. Incredible touchdown catch in the back left corner of the end zone. He's really impressed. Now, what I wanted to do is actually go over Denver Broncos depth chart. Now, when you look at this team right now, the wide receiver room is, in my opinion, pretty loaded. I think they have about 6 guys that I would be comfortable playing right away. All the starters right here. Trent Sherfield has been reliable in the past. Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, and then do they hold 7? Probably a big question mark right now. A.T. Perry has missed a lot of time. I know they liked him a little bit, but has just not practiced, not been available. Outside of that, and they said Kyrese Rowan was impressing. Maybe he sneaks in or practice squattable. But wide receiver, in my opinion, does look good. I think we're going to see an emergence of Pat Bryant this season at some point in time. Also heard nothing but good things coming out of Jonathan Cooper, Nick Bonito, Jonah Ellis, and Dondre Tillman. These 4 guys are going to be difference makers with this defense. The most important thing in football is getting to the opposing quarterback, creating pressure, create interceptions, fumbles, sacks, whatever it may be, right? I think these guys are going to be able to do it at a very high level. I think they kind of took a book out of the Philadelphia Eagles, how to win football games, how do you beat the Chiefs? Get pressure. They have 4 guys off the edge. Then you have Zach Allen, you have John Franklin Myers, you have Savion Jones, and you have DJ Jones. This team is going to be able to get to the quarterback, man, and I cannot wait to see how good they are at doing it. Also, let's talk about the inside backer room. You add Dre Greenlaw, Alex Singleton here, both on the team going to next year, healthy for the most part. Drew Sanders, if he does miss time, is going to be tough. But Lavelle Bailey is another guy that they like. So We'll see what happens with Drew Sanders. I'm not going to write him off. I'm not going to say he's out for the year or anything like that. We have no idea as of right now. So hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, turn on post notifications. Let me know what you guys think. And I'm going to end it here, but go follow these reporters for more updates throughout the entirety of this offseason period. Let's see if we have anything else here from Zach Stevens. Okay, so Chris Abrams drained with a touchdown saving PBU in the end zone. Bo Nix put up a fade to Pat Bryant, hit his hands, looked like a touchdown. Then Chris Abrams drained, swatted it right before it would have been a touchdown. So again, this guy's making plays. If he would have had that interception, we'd be looking at him right now to sneak up this depth chart and potentially be a day one starter. But we also heard Riley Monson playing well. It goes to show how good this defense really is and how much depth they really have. So hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.